Okay, so we're continuing on with Math 7 Notes for 8-5 here on basic probabilities. And up next, we're talking about complementary events. I had to add the S in there, that was a typo. Complementary events are two events, but both of these events cannot happen at the same time. So, for example, the probability of picking a blue marble and not picking a blue marble are complementary because you can't do both of those things. You can't pick a blue marble and not pick a blue marble. If you're picking a marble, one of those two things is going to happen. It's either going to be blue or it's not going to be blue. They can't both happen. Just like if you are talking about weather, it can't be raining outside and not raining at the same time in the same place. And again, we're not playing the what if game. Well, what about in China? Or what about across the world? No, we're not. We're talking about in the same place. In the same place outside your window, it cannot be raining and not raining at the same time. When you're talking about flipping a coin, you cannot flip a coin and get heads and not heads at the same time, aka tails. You can't flip a coin and get heads and tails. It's one or the other. So that is what complementary events mean. They're just two events, basically opposites, kind of, blue and not blue. Rolling a number cube and getting a 7 and not getting a 7. It's one or the other. So back from example number 1 here, the probability of picking a blue marble, there were 2 blue marbles out of 16 total, plus the probability of not blue. We figured that out back in example 1, which was 14 over 16. You'll notice 2 sixteenths plus 14 sixteenths gives us the 16 sixteenths, which is 1. If you put that into the calculator, 16 divided by 16. Convert it into the percentage by multiplying it by 100, and you get 100%. Therefore, the sum of the probability of an event and its complement is always going to be equal to 1 or 100%.